Y'all status Bill Hubble. I bought Lennox Mall for my brothers. Sold your bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going ass Lori about the paddock, and going ass Jordan ass dead. Elite water trying to drown a bitch. Just a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm crippin' a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like her first gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm hot in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that number for man. Real nigga learn up, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch, it ain't there like I can. Turn up the shooters with switches go bad. Stay with some scammers, but no one's okay. Slapping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound.
What it do? I go by the name of BLW, representing this self-made hustle TV, where the hustle has to be in you. Definitely not on you. Man, you know, we on this little dirt topic today, you know. We're gonna do a little dirt topic, and then we're gonna run through the DThang so y'all can understand who DThang was. First, we're gonna go to this family TV. Let me get my shit right, man.
On-demand store off the ground. Let me put you on to Kittle.
Children across the city and making other critical investments.
When the law came, and I can't go like Mitch in the hallway. As a singer, he won't smoke shit. You can bleed whatever you want, I got your folks here.
Multiple shootings, which killed 2 people, injured 1 police officer in Harvey. That chaos started outside of a nightclub.
WJ, all the circumstances and details around these accusations. What I do know is that Lil Durk's mission to build financial literacy for children across the city and making other critical investments for the children of the city is where his heart, has been. And I mean, there's no secret to the trauma that he grew up in and how he has worked to turn that trauma into opportunities for other people.
The feds got an over 90% conviction rate, but a huge part of that come from 80% taking a plea. Then you got Chicago rapper Lil Durk, who went to 20% that's taking it to trial. So you expect all the tricks to be played, and that's what the feds doing today. Last week, the Chicago rapper lawyer had came out and said the murder for hire charges are bogus. Basically, it's no real evidence. Now, the day of Lil Durk hearing, it seemed they come out and connect him to another murder for hire. But they didn't charge him. They just talking about him being mentioned in this murder for hire alleged plot. Now that comes in 2022 with a young man we'll later discuss who allegedly, according to the feds, was retaliation for Lil Durk's brother who lost his life just months prior, who we also go over later in the video. Today we go over that case on this new murder for hire that the feds is trying to connect Lil Durk. We also see where we stand today and take a look at the 2 people who's been arrested for that murder going on a year now. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Grammy Award-winning artist Lil Durk has an older brother named Dante Banks, who's also known as DThang. DThang allegedly lived in Chicago, Gresham's neighborhood. In 2021, DThang was 32 years old when he went to a club named Club O. It was June 7, 2021. The club was located on the 1700 block of S. Halsted Street. According to a Harvey police officer, he heard gunfire and noticed a person with a gun at the club. As he got closer to the club, he heard more gunfire and an altercation. When suddenly he saw DThang get shot. Then the officer got hit. DThang didn't survive. May he rest in peace. 11 condolences to his family. The officer was in good condition a day after.
Multiple shootings, which killed 2 people, injured 1 police officer in Harvey. That chaos started outside of a nightclub.
WGN's Kelly Davis is live at the Harvey Police Department headquarters with the latest. Kelly?
Good evening. Police tell me that Harvey police officers were doing routine safety patrols at Club O as it was closing when all this went down and multiple shots were fired. And then just 2 hours later, another fatal shooting. Police say they are now investigating retaliation.
Don't you just hate when heroes come in and ruin the day? If you said yes to that, you're probably a villain. But don't worry, I have the
Club O is quiet this evening, but police say there was a chaotic scene at the strip club early Sunday morning. Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Police say Dante Banks was killed when he was shot in the head outside the club just after midnight. Banks is the older brother of locally known rapper Lil Durk. The 32-year-old is also a rapper who performed as DThang. His brother has been silent on Twitter since the shooting, but other people in the music industry are mourning his loss. Lil Reese, another Chicago rapper, tweeted, "Long live DThang. Love you, broski." Shortly after Banks was shot and about 500 feet away, police say Officer E. Muhammad heard gunshots and saw someone with a gun at the club. There was an altercation and the officer was shot in the thigh. A spokesperson from the police department says Muhammad was treated and released in good condition. It's unclear if the officer was targeted or if he returned fire. 2 hours after the shooting at Club O, just after 2 a.m., another fatal shooting here in Harvey. Police say 39-year-old Seneca Price was shot to death on West 155th Street. Right now, they do not have anyone in custody for these shootings, and they believe the follow-up was retaliation. This investigation is ongoing. Live in Harvey, I'm Kelly Davis, WGN News.
Thank you, Kelly. New here.
Now, the guy that allegedly was get back the same day, I think that was false. He was identified as Seneca Prince, 39 years old, and he was shot to death on the 100 block of West 155th Street in Harvey, Illinois, as mentioned. But here's the thing. His wife made a GoFundMe, and the details in that GoFundMe let it be known this ain't had nothing to do with Lil Durk. She said that Harvey PD brought a group of young individuals to her house so that her husband, Seneca, could identify them for an incident earlier that night. She said they were ultimately released and came and killed her husband. So if it was retaliation, it was for what a Harvey police officer did. But now in December of 2024, the feds coming out and saying that Lil Durk is connected to real revenge 7 months later after DThang lost his life. January 27, 2022, 2 men were accused of plotting, along with others who wasn't identified at the time, to murder Stefan Mack in exchange for money. Prosecutors said Mack was shot and killed by a gunman who got out of a car and opened fire on him as he walked out of the Youth Peace Center of Roseland, located on the 420 West 100th Street on the afternoon, January 27, 2022. May Mack rest in peace. 11 condolences to his family. But it wouldn't come until almost 2 years later when authorities were making arrests. November 30th, 2023. Anthony Montgomery Wilson, also known as AJ, and Mike City AJ, and Preston Powell, also known as Marley. Now, fam, it's important you guys know this. Mack wasn't arrested for DThang's murder. So if he did it, only he would know that and the people close around. But what we do know is Mack did affiliate himself with people who was known enemies of Lil Durk.
No, you invite him. Oh, yeah. We got him this one. Now, what y'all talking about?
This picture right here, what y'all looking at right here, this is a young guy. His name is 051 Melly. He is the person that was alleged to be on the, he's dead now. You know, he been dead for about like 3-4 years. He's the person that allegedly unalived Durk's cousin when Durk was at the shoe store, when he went in and left his cousin in the car waiting on him, and Durk was on the inside buying him a pair of shoes. Now, this is crazy.
You playing? That time.
Man, you gotta get your girlfriend, you gotta be faithful, bro.
I got a girlfriend
on the
like
me. You gotta get like me. You got
a girlfriend on the I'm out of there.
Now, according to Anthony and Preston Powell indictment for the demise of Mack, this how it went down. Now, Stefan Mack, as we mentioned, lost his life January 27, 2022. He was known as Youngin. He was shot and killed outside the Youth Peace Center of Roseland. According to the website, YPC is a non-profit organization offering youth-related workshops that mentor teens and teach youth the skills necessary to avoid conflict of his violence. According to records and information obtained from YPC, at the time of his death, Mack was a YPC participant. Based on the video surveillance footage obtained from YPC, at 2:22 p.m., Mack was still inside YPC, a 2014 black Chrysler 300 sedan with tinted windows, driven and occupied by the shooters, into YPC's parking lot. The Chrysler was initially parked on the east side of the parking lot facing YPC. But at approximately 2:25 p.m., the Chrysler moved to the west side of the parking lot, facing eastward. The shooters remained in the Chrysler for approximately 40 minutes, apparently waiting for Mack to leave YPC. Based on video surveillance footage obtained by YPC, Mack exited YPC and began to walk across the parking lot towards his car at around 2:59 p.m. Two individuals emerged from the Chrysler, one from the driver's side door, shooter A, and the other from the front passenger side door, shooter B. They began shooting at Mack, who fled eastbound away from the shooters. Based on video surveillance footage obtained from YPC as well as the crime scene reports provided by Chicago Police Department, shooter A pursued Mack on foot. After crossing the parking lot, shooter A shot Mack from a distance. Mack eventually collapsed on the other side of the nearby train tracks. Shooter A ran over to Mack and shot him and killed him. Based on video surveillance footage from a nearby community center and residence, after killing Mack, shooter A fled eastbound on foot away from YPC. Shooter A proceeded southbound to 111th Street and then eastbound to 111th Street. Around that time, an individual was observed walking around the backyard of a vacant residence located at 318 West 111th Street. Based on records and information provided by the Chicago Police Department, later that day, law enforcement recovered a Ruger AR-556 pistol bearing serial number 858-61994 in the backyard of a vacant residence located at 318 West 111th Street. And after running ballistics on that firearm, it was the same firearm used to take out the life of Mack. Now, shortly after the shooting, YPC's security guard stepped outside into the parking lot and was shot in the leg by shooter B. After shooting the security guard, shooter B fled westbound from YPC on foot. The shooters abandoned the Chrysler in YPC's parking lot. Now, apparently, one of the shooters had a Facebook called Slimed You Out. They noticed that when one of the suspect's moms was contacted by the FBI and was trying to contact her son. And this is where, allegedly, Lord Durk come in, like the first allegations from the first indictment. Text messages alluding that Lord Durk is on the opposite side of those text messages when asked about compensation for these murders. In Lord Durk warrant application, in probing Mack's death, federal investigators analyzed jail phone calls, social media postings, and firearm purchases, as well as lyrics from Lord Durk's song, Aha, released about a month after the shooting.
Won't smoke shit. You can bleed whatever you want, I got you.
Here we go on another hit. Another song. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I got your folks here.
Your folks here.
The warrant application goes on to say Montgomery, Wilson, and Powell may have exchanged text messages concerning payment of Mack's murder. Montgomery Wilson was arrested on unrelated charges a few weeks after Mack's death. A detective with the New Lenox Police Department then applied for and was granted a warrant to search the contents of his cell phone. Investigators then discovered a two-person text message conversation that mentioned OTF, which is the label founded by Lord.
Text messages is right there at the bottom for all y'all who haven't seen it. The text messages is the bottom part of this that's on your screen right now.
Or Durk. Prosecutors have linked the alleged murder for hire plot in Los Angeles. On February 10, 2022, one of the people in the text conversation asked, "What's up with OTF?" To which the other person responded, "Nothing." 8 days later, in the same conversation, another text message read, "Did Durk give you that money?" End quote. And that was it, fam. And if it's just that, we see why they ain't indict him yet. But fam, that goes to show you how they play. It's a dirty game out here. As of now, they trying to connect two murders on Lord Durk. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to say Cash is next. Let me know.
Ain't this the second person that said that? Wasn't we just listening to another blogger from Chicago where I reviewed this earlier where they said they wouldn't be surprised if Cash. I kept telling y'all they keep throwing Cash name out in the wind because of the girl that was in the car with Cash, man. keep trying to say that girl is affiliated with these guys, man. And what y'all seeing on these still shots is they are going after the person that killed DThang. So what we gonna do after I get done with this little segment, we gonna go listen to I'm gonna have y'all listen to a little couple things about so y'all can get to know who he is. Because a lot of people don't. So basically, this didn't even happen in Chicago. It happened in some shit called Harvey or some shit like that. Basically, some guys, it was a word on the street that anybody that get in touch, that get the, you know, the people that unalived his Durk brother, he was gonna pay him. You know how some niggas just be talking and might just say that shit out loud, just be talking. But I guess they went and did the shit before the payment. You know. You know how like some niggas, man, we heard this, the word on the street is they say, yeah, man, if somebody get him, man, well, fuck it, we gonna get him, and they probably ain't even talked to Durk yet. Or did they? I don't know. So what you seeing is, at the bottom is he asking, after it's done, it's not Lil Durk on there, they asking about Lil Durk. Did Lil Durk pay us yet? Did you talk to Durk yet? When you do talk to Durk, nigga, make sure you stand on business about that payment. That's what the bottom of the text messages say. You know, this is sickening, man. This is sickening, man. Durk, dog, you come on, man. You can't be this dumb, fool. But he only doing shit that he was getting away with, dog. I keep telling y'all, dog. So we gonna go into this little 11-minute video about DThang. He only doing shit that he was getting away with, man. Nigga been doing this shit he had to have, cause it's no way you just gonna keep just doing this shit. And they got you. I kept telling y'all, man, somebody was telling, man. Somebody telling something, man. Somebody telling something, bro. Okay, hold on, y'all. Cue this shit up real fast.
My brother DThang basically my whole team, you know what I'm saying, but the trucking came first from my brother DThang.
Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Dante Banks was killed when he was shot in the head. Banks is the older brother of locally known rapper Lil Durk.
One evening in 2021, Dante Banks Jr., better known as OTF DThang, and as Lil Durk's older brother, was at a club in Chicago having a great time partying with his friends. As it would later be revealed, however, DThang was partying in his opponent's territory that night, and when he got ready to leave, he was brutally hit in the parking lot in a shooting that also injured a Harvey City Police Department cop. In the aftermath of DThang's tragic passing, the names of two potential suspects started circulating on social media and in the streets of Chicago. Both of these men were rival gang members to OTF DThang, and based on his previous history, it's highly likely that the accusations are true. Disturbingly, just 1 month after the shooting, the two alleged suspects were hit at a gas station in Chicago. And that very same day, dozens of DThang's best friends and allies, including Lil Durk himself, posted images of him on social media, strongly suggesting that the hit of the two suspects might have been carried out in retaliation for DThang's hit. As of today, police are yet to confirm the identity of DThang's assailant. It was the evening of June 5th, 2021, and OTF DThang was at a club called Club O on the 17,000 block of South Halsted in Harvey, near Chicago, having the time of his life. Although he was hanging out in a relatively unsafe part of town and in the territory of the Gangster Disciples, or GDs, his opponents, he let his guard and his hair down and spent the night having a good time in the hookah lounge of Club O. Considering his recent history, most people would have been too terrified to even go near Club O and would have rather played it safe. But DThang didn't seem to care. In the weeks and months leading up to the night of June 5th, he made a series of inflammatory posts calling out CMB and DThang, two gangs from the south side of Chicago with an active beef with 072 Dog Pound, a gang OTF DThang was known to be affiliated with. In one of his most notorious posts, he directly disrespected CMB and DThang. And in that same post, he mentioned that he didn't even know who his opponents were anymore, because all of his real opponents were deceased, which was taken as a blatant sign of disrespect by members of the rival sets he dissed. Fast forward to the evening of June 5th, and it's probably a bit more clear by now why it was so dangerous for DThang to be partying in GD territory. Around midnight that evening, a policeman named Officer Derek Muhammad with the Harvey City Police Department noticed that one of the patrons at Club O had a gun, and after confronting him, an altercation ensued in which the officer was shot in the thigh. Fortunately, he survived and later recovered from his injuries. Around the same time,
Hey, sorry for interrupting. Isn't that annoying? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of ads like this?
OTF DThang decided it was time to call it a night and went out into the parking lot to head home. There, speculators claim they saw DThang get into a verbal altercation with other patrons from the club, and after a few seconds, they saw one of the patrons pull out a gun. What happened next is a tragedy all too familiar to the hip-hop community by now. In the chaos of the altercation, OTF DThang was shot in the head and passed away instantly. As soon as the police and paramedics arrived, DThang was immediately pronounced deceased. As news of DThang's passing began to spread, dozens of his loyal fans, friends, and family members poured out their condolences on social media to honor the memory of the fallen rapper. As is often the case with rappers and gang members who pass away due to gruesome crimes, this wasn't the first incident where DThang had been in mortal danger. In 2014, DThang's younger brother and famous rapper Lil Durk had beef with another rapper by the name of Mubu Crump. That same year, DThang ran into Crump's crew at a meet and greet that was hosted by T.I. and the Shop 147 in Harvey, Illinois, and things got very messy very quickly. To make a long story short, the night ended with DThang and several other OTF members getting into a vicious fight with the Mubu crew, all of which was captured on camera. In response to the incident, OTF DThang uploaded a video telling Crump and his crew that he wanted to fight them again and taunted the entire Mubu crew for allegedly having run from him during the fight at the Shop 147. 4 years later, on October 8th, 2018, OTF DThang almost passed away when he was shot by his opponents in a McDonald's parking lot. Although he ended up surviving, Lil Durk's cousin, Baby D, who was with DThang at the time of the incident, was not so lucky and passed away from his wounds. Still, despite all his previous close calls and near demise experiences, DThang himself had managed to survive every single time. Unfortunately, his luck ran out in the early morning hours of June 6, 2021. Although police have not yet confirmed the identity of DThang's assailants, several sources familiar with the incident have claimed that the two men responsible for the hit were 33-year-old Jarmy Hawkins, formerly affiliated with NLC, or No Love City, a set of gangster disciples, and 19-year-old Jalen Anderson, a former member of DThang. As for how these gang members are all connected, it all has to do with gang affiliations and rivalries, as well as the post DThang made on social media before his passing. To understand why these two men were suspected by many of carrying out the hit against OTF DThang, It's important to remember that one of NLC's biggest rival sets is Lamron, one of the gangs that Lil Durk is mostly closely associated with. In the years leading up to DThang's passing, there had been a lot of tension between the two gangs, which can be easily deduced from rap tracks like R.I.P. Mo, in which Lil Durk directly disrespects No Love City all the way back in 2009. Considering all this context, and OTF DThang's previous disses on social media directed towards Gutter Gang, the hate from CMB and Gutter Gang towards Lil Durk and DThang was at its peak on the night of the hit. The fact that DThang was not only the brother of Lil Durk, but also directly insulted Gutter Gang made him a bigger target than most, according to several assertions. Jalen and Jarmy wanted to use DThang's hit to make a name for themselves. At first, these accusations might have seemed like simple street rumors.
Remember what I told you? It ain't about who you kill. You ain't shit unless you kill some. It's about what, you know, to get that trophy to these little niggas. It's got to be somebody that's with a name. You don't get no points for killing no bullshit. They want you to kill one of the top tier killers. That doesn't even make sense to even say. That's some crazy shit to even say.
But a little after a month after DThang's passing, the case took a massive turn while Jarmy Hawkins and Jalen Anderson were hit in the parking lot of a gas station on the 6100 block of South Ashland in the south side of Chicago on July 10th. It would have almost been too much of a coincidence if both Jalen and Jarmy were hit just for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And considering the circumstances, the incident appeared to be a very specifically targeted hit in which a gunman pulled up next to them in a dark-colored vehicle and opened fire. Interestingly, as soon as news of the shooting began to spread, many of DThang's closest friends and allies started posting pictures of the fallen OTF rapper on social media on the very same day as Jalen Anderson and Jarmy Hawkins hit, leading many people to believe the incident was a retaliation hit for DThang's passing. In a very revealing post, Lil Durk even uploaded a story of the late OTF DThang, along with the caption, "Do it for DThang," which strengthened the theory that Jalen and Jarmy were his brother's assailant and had been taken out in retaliation. Even though this led many people to believe that Lil Durk had ordered the hit, this hasn't been officially confirmed, and Lil Durk himself hasn't commented on the accusations. Over the years, Lil Durk has lost some of his closest friends and associates, including King Von, Turn Me Up Josh, and finally, his dear brother, OTF DThang, which was by far one of the hardest losses to process for him. Back in 2010, when Lil Durk was just starting to gain popularity and traction in the hip-hop world, OTF DThang decided to use the money he had to support his little brother's music career. Thanks in part to OTF DThang, Lil Durk's career started taking off quickly, and when he started making unwise financial decisions, it was OTF DThang who set him straight by advising him to invest in a trucking company instead of spending all of his money on clothes. It may have...
So, you know, DThang talked Durkio into put some money into a trucking company, you know. He was trying to do something legal, you know. But, man, that legal ain't gonna, man, you going legal ain't got nothing to do with people forgetting what you did in the streets, man.
2021, DThang showed off a new chain he got to commemorate some of his fallen fellow OTF members, including King Von, who lost his life in 2020, and his cousin, OTF Newski, who was also hit in 2014. It's incredibly sad to see how, once again, a man who honored his fallen friends would soon become a fallen friend himself at the hands of the endless viciousness plaguing the streets of Chicago. Ever since his brother's passing, Lil Durk has continued to shout him out in some of his songs, including Pissed Me Off and Aha, showing his respect for the memory of one of his biggest supporters. DThang's former girlfriend has also continued to honor his memory by wearing a chain with his name on it, along with the multitude of fans friends, and family members who continue to remember DThang as a kind, fun-loving man with a great heart.
I'm feeling. That's it, man. Yeah, but that's you gotta want to get up out of there, man. Them niggas still hanging around. There ain't no way that DThang, first off, he wasn't even supposed to be at that birthday party. This nigga in the ops hood. Y'all gotta understand when DThang got unalive, he was in the ops hood just like toying with him, basically. That's what I take it as. You were just toying with him. Bro got shot in the head, man. Allegedly, man. Like, they caught him on the easy one. But this dang little Durk, man. This goddamn little Durk, boy. Durky, yo, is something else, ain't he, man? Ain't he something else? That nigga Durk is something else, boy. This shit right here. Man, you gotta want to get up out of there. Yeah, hold on, bear with me a second.
King Academics, you're online. And then here we go with the Academy. Could this work? Three bitches I want to have a foursome tonight. If you're big of an artist, they'll go pay the bitches and get them. It's a fact. Yo, I need some coke right now. I can't. Oh, yo, we got a big studio session. It's you and Post Malone. Okay, that's cool, but I can't make music without me taking some coke and fentanyl and some goddamn, I don't know, whatever new drugs, some Xanax. You know what your labels A&R gonna do? All right, say less. They gonna call somebody up, pay with their shit. It's not gonna go all the way to Universal or Sony, but they're gonna buy you some coke, nigga. That's how it works. I don't know if y'all knew this, but that's a fact. Your label gets you whatever the fuck you want to make the music. So anytime there's a RICO that come out, they step away like. They rather you catch a murder than a RICO. 6ix9ine called a RICO. Universal told Capitol, and 6ix9ine was signed to remember the guy who now runs Atlantic? Elliot Grange, who's the son of Lucian Grange? He's signed to the son of the most important nigga, and 6ix9ine was a cash cow for 10K. The moment they saw RICO, they said, that's when Dummy Boy was coming out. They said, we don't want the album. We're good. Nothing's coming out. We ain't putting out an album. They'll put out an album for someone facing murder, facing any charges, but RICO's, no. Federal RICO's, definitely no. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, Thug dropped an album. That album was probably scoured by, Thug is under 300 YSL, and that now is on Warner. Their legal team probably approved that album. That's why y'all didn't feel that album like that. That album couldn't have nothing on it. That album couldn't have anything on it. If you listen to 6ix9ine's album, Dummy Boy, when it came out, he tried to get it pushed through UMG. You know what they said? Fuck no. He changed lyrics. They changed lyrics. Because he was in there saying some gang shit, and they were like, bro, after you get a RICO, you want us to release music with you screaming more gang shit? Okay, buddy. They changed those lyrics. Universal still said no.
Nope.
So that Thug album, I get it. It's not a federal RICO, but it was the definition of a state RICO. The lawyers at Warner put that album out. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Whatever they had to probably listen to every line 1,000,000 times and said, and by the way, this is how you know 300 valued Young Thug. Most labels would just tell you, no, nigga, you're in a RICO. Fuck out of here. You're not getting no music put out. The hell? You ain't gonna get us brought into it. So that shit had to go to the legal department over at, I think they were at Warner. If they weren't there yet, whatever company they were being distributed through at that time, that the legal had to go.
people be like, why do I go back to academics? Like when it comes to these type of topics, a lot of people don't even know that Act opened up the door for this drill shit. Like he the one opened up the door and then got scared and backed up off of it because he seen how real it was. Y'all better go back and check the stats. With no academic is the one that opened up the door for this shit. That's why they don't trip on. They trip on him when he say shit, but they don't trip on him. He the one that opened up the door for this shit, man.
Review that, okay? Now, why am I saying this? And let's bring it back to there. I'm saying this because when you could put that your record label is putting up money, it does matter. I'm going to tell you how it matters. Now, again, this is a murder, so it's very different. But remember when T.I. was caught with like 15 hand grenades, like 3, like, you know what I mean?
Nigga didn't have no hand grenades.
Like, silence. The nigga had every fucking weapon in the world, looked like he was an ISIS terrorist, and he got out on bail. He got out on bail because Atlantic Records vouched for him. It does matter when you have a big record label,
a big business,
that a big publicly traded company, $1 billion company saying, we'll be at fault if they fuck up. So Atlantic, which is always been owned by Warner, they put their line, they put themselves on the line for T.I. because T.I. was the guy for Atlantic. Okay? So that's how T.I. got out. Because I know a lot of people, because people be wondering why certain people get certain privilege.
It's the same way they did NBA Youngboy. It's the same way they did NBA Youngboy. It wasn't NBA Youngboy that got him out of jail. It was that record company. They made sure he made the most money. He sold the most records. We got to get him out.
No, your record label is going to... T.I. was the hottest shit popping. Oh, it's T.I. Okay, cool. By the way, I'll give you this. Atlantic also, they vouched for... they did vouch for Youngboy.
That's what he doing.
Early on, too. So you got to give Atlantic some credit, at least the previous version of Atlantic. Anyway, let me get to... There's so much shit to get to.
Right.
Chat, we didn't get to the good stuff yet. Okay? Let me see. Is everybody in here chilling? The Academy channel, y'all chilling? Okay. Twitter, I see y'all chilling. Okay. We're going to get to this stuff. Okay. So essentially, this is a pretty stripped down bail application. So this is a memorandum in support of his request for pretrial release, which is like, it's like supporting the bail application. This was not going to work. And again, I don't know if they've made the ruling yet. He's supposed to be in court like maybe at this moment. He's going to get denied. You know why? The feds are going to say you're a killer. It's not about the money. Okay, even if we don't use the fact that you were getting on a plane when we locked you up, you're a killer. You get niggas killed. And if you could get niggas killed out of jail,
I keep telling you.
Why would you not get niggas killed that could be testifying against you to put you in?
That's what I told you, dog. Now we can speculate what the Diddy would do this to people on the Diddy case. But nigga, this is what they got you locked up for on this dirt. That's what I'm explaining to y'all now. They like, no. They got to hide you, bro. And they might take your money away from you too. Because if this shit keep coming up where they showing this, then they gonna take that money away from your ass, nigga. Ain't
In jail.
no good lawyers.
If we let you out. So none of this addressed the fact that, he won't have like phones or anything. They're just saying he's a good guy, and we should look at the people who are supporting him. Nothing says that they could guarantee the safety of the community, and that's why he's gonna sit in jail. Okay. All right. So that's what Durk said. So let's go back to what the feds are saying. So, and this is the interesting part. So Durk submitted their memorandum first, and then the feds submitted theirs. Told you, the feds ain't playing. And they've been wanting Durk. Check this out. So they said this murder case is a straightforward detention analysis. No condition or combination of conditions can ensure that Durk will appear or protect the community.
Yes, this is right now. This is going on. This just came out.
The defendant cannot rebut the presumption of detention merely by offering a small portion. Even they know. A small portion of his wealth in a bond package. He must be detained pending his murder trial where he faces a mandatory life sentence. The defendant has offered millions of dollars to secure pretrial release, claiming that his money in a private security company and controlled by the defendant will somehow ensure his compliance with the law and his bond conditions. The proposed terms are woefully inadequate to protect the community, as I said before. It's all about, will he get people killed? Didn't I tell y'all before, chat? Just think about everything I've told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all before? This case is primarily going to come down to, do people snitch on Durk?
Yep.
If all of the witnesses that the feds got
tell on that nigga,
die,
he die or something,
Dirk walks. Fact.
Yeah, that's it.
There's nothing that puts Durk in jail other than snitches.
People.
That's a fact. You have circumstantial stuff. Well, you did board the plane with the guy who got the ski mask in this. Bro, I'm cool with hood niggas that do these things. They have prior charges. I'm a musician. These guys they wear several hats. They're street dudes, they're criminals, but they also do things like manage my day-to-day.
Yeah.
Well, how does that mean I ordered a murder? So someone has to say, Durk told us to kill the nigga. Or, Durk, where's the money for killing the nigga? That's how you prove this case. So let's get to it. All right. The proposed bail package, this is the feds talking, makes clear the defendant has access to vast resources, but his conduct in this case and others show that he has and will use those resources to endanger the community, influence witnesses, and wield his power for violence. As his first superseding indictment alleges, which is the indictment that linked Durk into the one with Vonnie and Didi and the rest of them, his co-conspirators fired multiple guns, including a machine gun. You got to hit your op with a switch. That's a fact. His co-conspirators fired multiple guns, including a machine gun, to target one of the defendant's rivals, resulting in a murder in broad daylight at a gas station. Just as he offers money to secure his release here, the defendant had offered money to secure the death of a rival that afternoon in L.A. Attempting to collect on the defendant's promise of a monetary reward, the shooters opened fire on the defendant's rival, killing the rival's family member, Lil Pop. The defendant showed no mercy and no remorse following the murder. Instead, mocked his rival and sought to commercialize Lil Pop's death by rapping about his revenge.
That's crazy.
But if the allegations in this case weren't enough to detain the defendant, which they are, this is what we're talking about, a separate federal case in Chicago also underscores why the defendant cannot be released pending trial. As alleged in a recently unsealed search warrant affidavit in the Northern District of Illinois, the defendant offered money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder.
Man, y'all gotta
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what none of y'all niggas say. Fuck y'all.
This nigga reading.
Somebody kill a family member of mine. Trust me, I'm putting all my bank account to the killer. Go get that nigga. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This thing
I'm sorry.
Crazy.
Sorry. I can't blame Durk for this one. I can't blame Durk. He still didn't do shit. Like, this is false. This is fake news. But I know y'all hypocritical fans who used to be trolling him, slide for Vaughn. Okay, the slide for Vaughn thing, I get. But slide for your brother, you don't got to tell me that. You don't got to tell me that. You don't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell me that at all. You don't got to troll me about that. That's going to happen. Okay?
Crazy, bro.
It's like somebody killing your mom. Do you give a fuck about anything else? That nigga got to die. Got to. No matter if you got 10 billion or $1. Fuck that. Anyway. Offered money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, and more specifically, offering to pay for any gangster disciple that is killed. Evidence collected in this case also shows the defendant allegedly placed monetary bounties to solicit other murders, including a family member of a witness.
See?
Oh, shit.
See?
The defendant's MO is clear. He will use his power, money, influence, and any pretrial release to endanger anyone who he perceives as a threat, including witnesses in this case. Argument. The defendant's supposed to be presumed at a flight risk and endangered. They said, here we go. Hold on. I don't want to read every single thing. By the way, I'll upload this to the
You need
Academy.
to cut it out. The way he breathed to get your bitch ass slammed dunk. He reading it like,
then it says the defendant's murder and firearm charges justify detention. And then the next thing is okay.
That nigga be making it sound bad. He be on that alcohol, man.
Now they're supposed to be in court today arguing, like, oh, so they're gonna add additional arguments to support this and to answer the judge's question. I think he's gonna get denied. Y'all could tell him. There's probably it's been 2 hours. What time is it in Chicago right now? No, it's not Chicago. Oh, it's LA. It's LA. Never mind. And I think it was a 2 p.m. thing. So the detention hearing doesn't start till 30 minutes from now. Yeah, so he's not there yet. Okay, all good. All good, my people, all good. Now, chat. This is what y'all came here to see. April 6, 2023. That's a year before I ever said anything. So don't ever try to say, listen, I'm just good at finding information. I'm good at putting it together for y'all to know. You got to realize, Big Boy Act came a long way from Warren Chirac. It's the reason why we still number one, and it's the reason why none big. Okay, but in terms of like some underhanded shit, no. Anything I find, you can find. It's just that
life, Yellow Gold.
I'm kind of paid millions to find.
If he got 2 of them,
you know what I mean? That's it. So
definitely
I'm on it.
Get him a life sentence.
Okay. Anyway,
considering his recent history, most people would have been too terrified to even go near Club O and would have rather played it safe. But DThang didn't seem to care. In the weeks and months of the incident, OTF.
Y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think.
Believe they're going to find, even beyond just this small application. That's where we're going to get some more information. Check this out. So this affidavit in support of an application of a search warrant says, listen, I'm a special agent. And anytime you hear special agent, a lot of times that's a local officer that has been deputized, that's became a special agent. Look, I've been so employed since approximately July 2010. I'm currently assigned to the FBI Chicago Homicide Task Force. Actually, this is an actual FBI agent, not a deputized local agent. My bad, sorry. As part of my job responsibilities, I investigate criminal violations relating to violent crimes and gang-related offenses, including blah, 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 federal firearm, narcotics, and racketeering laws. I've been involved with the briefing of defendants, informants, and witnesses, and blah, blah, blah. Just telling what this guy's done. The affidavit is made in support of an application for a search warrant for information associated with a certain cell phone aside to call numbers. One, information associated with a cell phone number, blah, 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 bearing IMEI. This is how much. You don't, this would be a good time. I don't know if I can hit him. I know he's in Vegas. So I can get Myron on here. But remember he was saying about search warrants and like wiretaps and how much detail you have to pull. You can't just be like, yo, let me just run up in their house and just get anything, right? If you want to get some of these things, you need to properly spell it out. This is the number. This is the IMEI number. We believe it's stored at a premises controlled by AT&T. And we want the the warrant to go search that, right? And it appears that they wanted to issue this warrant most likely to AT&T. AT&T could do what's called like they're going to copy all the messages or everything going to that phone and that the feds can see. So you don't alert the person who has the phone, but you're still getting everything. Okay, so cool. Subject 1's phone associated with blah, blah, blah. Then we have subject 3 and subject 4 and subject 5. I don't want to bore you with everything. If you guys go to theacademy.blog, all this will be posted after the stream. But let's want to get to the important stuff. So as set forth more fully below, the FBI is investigating allegations that Anthony Montgomery, which is, I think his nickname is like AJ something, and Preston Powell used facilities of interstate commerce with the intent of murder for hire. See? That term keeps coming up. That a murder for hire be committed in violation of Title 18. Cool. They conspired to use facilities, They possess a firearm, Cool. Specifically, the FBI is investigating allegations that Montgomery and Powell murdered Stefan Mack. Now that name comes into play. On January 27, 2022, in violation of the laws of Illinois, In consideration, listen. So they murdered someone, violating the laws of state of Illinois, as consideration for receipt of something of pecuniary value, which is pretty much they murdered someone for money. Mack was shot and killed by two assailants while leaving a youth peace center. Ooh, that's going to play crazy in court. He's leaving a youth peace center, and you kill him while leaving a youth peace center. Overcooked. The two assailants exited from the parked stolen car, firing at Mack, and Mack walked across the parking lot. As the two assailants were driving up to the parking lot, Powell used subject 3 phone exchange with several phone calls with subject 4. Law enforcement believes that subject 4 is typically used by co-conspirator A. We're not hearing co-conspirators.
Hey, remember I kept telling y'all, Miss Salvia, that I was gonna back up the case until we get to find out what the fuck is a co-conspirator. And I was like, nigga, when I looked up the definition of a co-conspirator, it said like somebody who made a deal with the police. What is watch this. Y'all hold on real quick. It says named by prosecution. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let me look it up real fast.
But for the reasons set forth below may have been used by co-conspirator B, which is co-conspirator A.
So when I kept saying, I'm like, dog, they got the people names in the paper besides these two co-conspirators. Remember Miss Sabbath, people kept saying, man, it's Brick Baby. I think she's co-conspirator 4. Like, I was like, dog, who is these people, fool? Like, them are people. We know the people that's in jail. We got their names and everything. Lil Durk, the little other little guys, we know them. But this paperwork is saying it's 2 more people. That's how I ain't saying their names. You know what I'm saying? I kept saying this, man, he cooked, man. Hey, Durk.
His brother at the time of the exchange calls. And I know some people might be like, who are those people?
Man,
we're going to get to Durk in a second. Don't worry. The two assailants abandoned the stolen car at the scene. Parking lot after having murdered Mack. Through law enforcement investigations summarized below, I believe that Powell and Montgomery were 2 assailants after the murder. Montgomery left this, and by the way, this is how most murders get solved. You know, people like to plan out good murders, except like you're filled with adrenaline. You have to move like this, like you forget something, you touch something you shouldn't, you didn't wipe. Like, come on, a perfect murder in these days. If you want if the cops want you, look at
it's not gonna happen.
The Luigi guy. Like, they're gonna catch you if they want.
They're gonna catch you.
So anyway, the dude leaves the stolen phone in the car, in the stolen car. You know, he leaves the cell phone in the car, right? And Powell called Montgomery 3 times on that phone. 3 minutes after the shooting, but he left the phone. They had split up on foot different directions, and Powell was likely unaware that Montgomery left the phone inside the vehicle that was used to commit the murder. 34 minutes after Mack was murdered, Montgomery's girlfriend, listed as subscriber for subject 1 phone, called AT&T to report the phone stolen. So the girlfriend, this is some backward shit. You should have reported the phone stolen before, but they would cut the line. So you could tell they're going to holler at the girlfriend. So right after the murder, the girlfriend calls AT&T to say, yo, my phone got stolen. Right? Keep in mind, these guys who everybody think they're smart criminals, they're not thinking that the cops know exact moment when the crime happens. They have it on surveillance footage. They also have timestamps of everything happening with the phone, where it's pinging the GPS location, also every message coming in and every call. So they know the murder happened. 3 minutes later, it's getting a bunch of calls that the phone left in a stolen car. Then 30 minutes later, when they subpoena AT&T said, yes, we did get a call from someone who was trying to report that phone stolen.
Yeah.
Come on, right? This is simple shit.
Shit
Jack,
easy.
Shit also
easy, dog. Like them feds, man. That's why I'm telling you, man. Throw your motherfucking phone. You are sitting, laying on somebody. You got the location. What you need your phone for? If we got the location, what do we need our phone for? We don't need no motherfucking phone, my nigga. We got the location. Why we need a phone? Y'all laying on them. Y'all sit there for like 45 minutes, change spots and everything, nigga. This all on the paperwork, nigga.
So we play Monday morning quarterback, right? So when we're reading all these things, I know a lot of times I look in the chat, I'm like, these niggas is dumb.
Y'all dumb.
Of course they're dumb when you realize that the cops are just 20 steps ahead of everybody, right? Anyway, 5 days after Montgomery abandoned the phone in the stolen car, he obtained a new cell phone. And they call this one subject phone 2. And they said he used subject phone 2 to communicate with Powell using what I believe is code language to discuss when Montgomery was going to receive the payment. And that's going to be a big issue. The payment for having murdered Mack. In February 2022, law enforcement seized subject phone 2 from Montgomery incident to his arrest in an unrelated case. For the reasons set forth below, there's probable cause to believe that the location of subject phone 1, 3, the time of the murder, will lead to evidence of the subject offenses, and that 5, blah, blah, blah. Cool. The statements in his affidavit are based on my personal knowledge and on information I have received from other law enforcement personnel and persons with knowledge regarding relevant facts. Based on this affidavit being submitted for the limited purposes of the search warrant, I have not included each and every fact known to be concerning this investigation. I have set forth facts that I believe are sufficient to establish probable cause to search the information in blah, 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 blah. Cool. Now it says, on March 24th, 2023, the District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, Honorary Jeffrey Cummins, issued a search warrant to search this phone and subject to phone for the evidence of the subject offenses in the case of blah, 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 blah. And by the way, you get to realize there's 2 case numbers. Cool.
This is crazy.
Here's the facts supporting.
Hey,
and now this is
so,
where
and then this the thing with the feds. Hey, look, all the niggas who been in trouble and shit, y'all know I'm telling y'all the truth. This the thing with the feds. A lot of the time with them cell phones, man, like, with the state, you can beat them cases because it'll be something simple like they done subpoenaed the cell phone and like they illegally like did some shit to you because they didn't put the cell phone in the records or something. See, these motherfuckers going in to raid you looking for that cell phone, looking for it with that IME number through the company that is in, nigga. They going, ain't no misses. And then just think about it. They stumbled across the cell phone, your cell phone, pinging off this motherfucking tower. And lo and behold, that just ain't even the icing of the cake. The icing on the cake is they looking through the messages now. And we see you saying Lil Durk name. That's what y'all see at the bottom of the screen right there. They talking about Lil Durk, that he pay us. Make sure you stand on business when you talk to him about the money. All types of bullshit, man.
We're going to get into some shit. As part of the investigation, okay? General background. So they're saying that the GD and the BDs are beefing, okay? The FBI has spoken with the Chicago gang officers who are familiar with the beef based on their training. And now we get into some a little more specifics. According to Smashville member 1. And now we're going to get to, again, with these situations, I keep telling you, snitching is part of the crime. Like, let me tell you this. I hate to give people like any hints because I read these things all the time now, unfortunately. If you want to commit a cleaner crime, especially crimes like this, you got to do what they did in, what's that Batman movie where he was like, yo, the Joker told me to kill you. You got to kill the niggas. Right? After you're done killing the person, kill the niggas who helped.
That nigga is crazy, dog. This nigga, dog, don't listen to him when he say shit like that. I hope that when you say these things, you just be like charged to white or something like that.
That's all you got to do. Kill all the niggas who helped. Because one of them are going to tell. That's what out of it, right?
They gonna tell.
So according to Smashville member 1, the Smashville GDs. So there's a member of Smashville GDs who's a snitch. Perfect. The Smashville control territory in the vicinity of 83rd Street to 87th Street and Ashland Avenue and Damon Avenue. And they've been in deadly conflict with the neighboring Killer War GDs and other neighborhood gangs that operate and commit violence in the city of Chicago. Okay, cool. Y'all don't care about that much, but here we go. Chat. Watch this. Recover from Smashville memory, blah, blah, but this is what you care about. According to FBI Confidential Human Source, CHS1, Mike City is a faction of black disciples that controls territory and operates in the area of South 85th Street to South 87th Street, from Carpenter to Sangamon Street on the south side of Chicago. Here's a little bit of the background.
People so stupid nowadays. You better not.
At the time of his death, Mack was suspected leader of the Smashville QDs, and according to the records and blah blah blah, Mack was sentenced to 24 months imprisonment following a 3-year term of supervised release for having a firearm. That's about the victim. Now let's talk about the people who did the killing.
Already got the
now you might be like, "Yo, this don't sound like 600%."
Dirty. What we need a phone, Jay Solid for? We already got the drop. We throwing the phones, my nigga. We ain't doing nothing, buying nothing out, no stoves, or nothing, getting no gas, or nothing on this side of town. We ain't doing nothing. Nigga, you gotta understand, man, when you doing this type of bullshit, man, you got to be on point, man. All that getting high on purpose. That's why I don't know. That's why I think the young niggas, they get away with it so much and they get high and they be sloppy. You can't be this sloppy, man. You just can't, fool.
This don't sound like OTF. These guys aren't OTF necessarily, but they're in liaison with OTF, if you want to know that, right? According to this same snitch, Montgomery is a Mike City black disciple from the south side of Chicago, circling red on the left below, so they do have pictures. Shout out to Feds, always using amazing pictures like that. Has been pictured with recording artist Durk Cooked, aka Lil Durk, who, according to CHS, one is also a black disciple from the south side of Chicago. So they have a picture of Lil Varney putting this up, and they basically said, "This is Durk and Montgomery." So they show Durk nowhere. Now they're being very callous, or not callous, but they're being very careful because they're eventually going to say, but they're literally saying Durk paid for this. According to CH1, the leader of Mike City, circled in red below, has ties to Little Durk and has been in the rap videos with Durk, circled in the red on the right. Have you seen that video before, chat?
Cherry production. They really don't mean it. He play.
You know what that is.
Interesting.
Instagram, you doing?
Okay. So background. So they're saying that this guy here, whose name is Anthony Montgomery, I think his name is AJ. Okay. So his name is like AJ from Mike City.
Nigga,
okay.
I'm throwing that phone.
Then they're saying,
listen, man. Even on the Young Dolph case, my nigga, they had like videos of straight. Them feds had videos of straight drop like a motherfucking like at gas stations and shit in a stolen motherfucking car. I'm like, this nigga would ride in the truck in the daytime, wait till nighttime, and jump in a Stolo. Benz. They caught on different gas stations and different. Listen, man. If that's what that's for, hey, we ain't, man, what do we, man, nah, dog. It's just, dog, this shit all stupid and hot. These niggas hot, my nigga.
And by the way, so this picture had Durk with the leader of Mike City. And then they said the shooter, which is AJ from Mike City, right?
Neighbors, cameras can fuck you up, dirty. It's all type of ways
to
get
no.
fucked
Actually,
up.
no. It wasn't AJ. It was the leader of Mike City. So they're saying Durk put the leader of the gang, where one of his homies killed, what's the name, in the video, okay? Then the other guy is Preston Powell. According to CPD reports, Powell is spent time living blah, blah, Carpenter Street, which is located in Mike City.
John, I'm with all that, man, because I feel the same way. Ain't no telling what I would do if somebody unalived my brother. And I know they around, and then they ton me about it. I'm with you on that, John. It's the way, like, I don't even think the shit with this case right here was even planned. I think the word was on the street, and them niggas went for it and wanted the payment before it was even like, you know, strategized or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
BD territory, according to him. So it looked like these are both Mike City BD people. He's a victim. Powell was a victim of simple battery that occurred there. Let's just keep it going. And now we get to Durk. Background on Durk Banks. Interesting. Durk Banks is a famous rapper of the South Side of Chicago, according to
Mike Hunt.
CS1, a snitch.
Know
Conversation with CPD gang officers who are familiar with Black Disciples, social media
on
postings, and public source research, and a review of Lil Durk's lyrics. Durk is a member of the Lamron faction of the Black Disciples. According to CPD records, Lil Durk's brother, Dante Banks Jr., aka DThang, was shot and killed.
Dirty, that's where I learned my shit from. I learned, like, dog, you can't get away, dog. Like, and then I learned from watching the first 48, a lot of people don't even know that the people, half the time when they got you in their room, they really don't know. Unless they, and like, if it's a unalive case and that, like, nobody on the scene or nothing, no witness, and they just come get you, they really don't know. And they got 72 hours to hold you, fool. Half the time, the first 48 show is based off niggas who tell on their goddamn self.
Killed outside of a nightclub in Harvey, Illinois in June 2021. CHS1 has reported that Durk was and is still, it said is. So at the time of that, so in 2023, it said Durk was still offering money. 2023, he was still offering money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder. And more specifically, offering to pay money.
Man, you gotta do some shit like on Power. I'm talking about the show Power. You know how Ghost be hey, you got to go have a party like how Ghost, when he go unalive somebody on the show, this nigga have a whole banquet party or something, be dressed in a suit. He'll slide out to the restroom, go change clothes, put on a jogging suit, jump out the back window, ain't no cell phone around him. He'll go to the scene, unalive the person, slide back in the party in about 20 minutes, put the suit back on. Nigga might have a trickle of blood on his neck or something and get away with it, man. You got to do some shit like that to get away with this type of shit these days, man. Like, some Mission Impossible type shit.
CHS1 has also indicated that DThang was killed by members of Dump Street. According to CHS1, Dump Street is a GD faction. Okay? So they're saying the people who killed DThang was from Dump Street. And Dump Street is a GD faction on the south side of Chicago, according to CHS1. Dump Street member individual A was a close associate of Mack. Okay? According to law enforcement records, individual A is currently in a pretrial custody for allegedly committed a double murder that took place at a country club in Illinois. Okay, we could figure out this, chat. Let's see who individual A is, because anytime we see individual, well, individual don't mean snitch. Individual usually doesn't snitch, but we could figure out anything we want at this point, right?
Man, this is two.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, you're not.
Okay, man arrested after two brothers.
They giving niggas life sentences for drugs. What y'all think they gonna do for paying for hits? Like, they giving down life sentence to niggas for selling drugs. Giving a nigga 25, 30 years for selling drugs, for cocaine. Or whatever drugs they fucking with. What y'all think they gonna do with him? Shit.
Brothers killed in, okay, so this is a double murder. So individual A is D. Armani Green. D. Armani Green.
I don't think the FBG case was acting off emotions. Yeah, it was. It all boils down to you being feminine about somebody said or what they did to your loved one. So that's sensitive than a motherfucking feminine. But I think it was more of the location with no security. That's why they got on Duck ass. It was hard to get him without them niggas around. When somebody told them, DThang them, that they got the location, they shopping down there, they got the location of Duck, and it looked like he's standing out there with his gal, with a girl he messed with, that's it. Man, that nigga DThang told them, it's a go. Nigga, and they went. You know what I'm saying? And they went. Yeah.
So these are the two people who died.
Like that was a little bit different.
And
the shit
Diamante
still
Green,
was
was 21
sloppy
from
though.
Markham. Let's Google him.
The shit with the shit with the FBG was so sloppy because all the cameras and them niggas didn't really even change clothes the right way. Like them niggas did a hit, went back to O Block, jumped out, put the guns up, came back outside. Like they didn't even change clothes. They didn't go to their gal house. Nigga, I'd have went and jumped in the bed with my gal or something. Nigga, put on some pajamas or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas didn't do nothing. Them niggas did that hit, went back, put the guns up, came back outside, nigga. Didn't even change clothes. They didn't even change their clothes right for the hit. Like, I thought you supposed to be in all black, everything covered up, you know, the right way. They was just so in a rush because once you get that location, nigga, you can't play with it. Durk say that shit on the songs. He said
Let's
that
see if
shit
we
on
can
the
find a
songs.
mugshot or something like that. Find probably something, right? I can look up the mugshot myself, but let's go to images. Okay. A snowman and having caught someone in snow relates to Mack's murder. The crime scene photos from Mack's murder show Mack was murdered in the snow with his body in the supine position. What the fuck is that? Supine position.
Supine position. What the fuck is supine? Oh, okay. It's laying.
Lying horizontally with your face and torso facing up. Oh, okay. So supine is okay. So he died like this. Oh wow.
Like supine is on your back.
That information was never released to the public.
Yeah,
so they're saying these guys are bragging about an incident of or a particular detail of the murder that never got released to the public. Now, in fairness, somebody who was, people be recording dead bodies at this point. Somebody could have passed that info on and they could have had it, but still the feds are using this to say they know something that we didn't release. It gives further proof that they probably did it, right? This jail call is important because it indicates that individual one spoke to someone with firsthand knowledge of the crime scene. Okay, now this is about this guy being a criminal, and then them searching cell site stuff.
Dude, there's a come.
I just want to see if there's anything more on Durk.
I would ask about
get
this.
Daddle out of this.
What's the first thing we say to people we see? How your kids doing?
And the agent is Thomas J. Callaghan. Thomas Callaghan.
Dead facing up, FBI. Man. That's what it means. Dead facing up. That's crazy. I guess that's the proper way to say the shit, Judd. Judd 11, that's the proper way to say it, I guess.
Should be a special agent.
That shit was crazy. That's a crazy word. I never heard that word either. Like, I never heard that word either.
It's probably this guy. No, what the fuck? FBI. 18 months ago. It's from March. If 10 people or 100 people from the game from 1,000 Usyk and Remy Ma were full on beefing, right?
That's crazy, man. That nigga Durk is out of there, bro. Like, he is freaking cooked, y'all. If y'all think Durkio is cooked, put a 1 in the chat, man, because, like, it's out of it. This is like, I can't believe this shit is like for real, for real. This boy over here is man. That's been my little time, man. That's all I got for today. If I get some more shit, man, I'll be back later, man. Salute to all y'all. Y'all been wonderful, man. This is senseless. Like, you supposed to get the money and take care of your people, man. Like, I get it, man. But who can't tell somebody how to feel about their loved ones, man? Like, But Durk, you gotta understand when the laws find that shit out, boy, they can treat you like this shit, like they tearing y'all down. They tearing you and Diddy at. They tearing y'all new asshole. He ain't got an indictment of it yet though. But when your name is like that though, it's coming. Cause them niggas gonna snitch. What he gonna say? I ain't say that on my phone, the person who phone it was. I ain't say that. You can't say you didn't say that. Or I let somebody use my phone. Well, show us the person who you let use your... Nigga, they not... Nigga, what were you talking about? That's what they gonna do. They're gonna be on that man's top pause. This is crazy work, boy. Y'all don't know, boy. That nigga is in massive trouble, man. Nigga, I'd rather just unalive me a person by myself, fuck a gang, and go do the time and come back home. You might get a chance to come back home. Man, dawg, this man is not even gonna get a chance to ever see the sky. The sky. He ain't gonna never get a chance to see the sky again, fool. When they put you in them places when you like this, man, they feel like you're a waste. Ain't no bonds, none of that, man. They gonna make sure you stay up in there. You gotta reap this, man. Y'all think he built for this? I don't think he's built for this. I don't, even though he has been to jail, but I don't think he built for this type of shit right here. Boy, they gonna super max the shit out of your ass. They gonna super max the shit out of y'all. Man, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Share this out. Subscribe right now, man. Let me get me about like, I need me like, we at 486, 4186, man. Y'all send me 14 subscribers, man. I need 14 people to subscribe to the channel right now. YouTube Memphis, good morning. I need 14 subscribers right now, man. Y'all subscribe to the site. There's 14 of y'all right now, so we can be at 4,200. This is the road to 5K. Double tap the screen, man. Yeah, man. This is deadly. It's just like hip-hop taking gut shots, uppercuts. Man, hip-hop is just taking a whole bunch of shit. And now I know we gonna say this is Lil Durk, this ain't hip-hop. Man, Lil Durk, when it comes to the top 3 artists right now that make the most money, you got NBA Youngboy, who's currently in jail, in the feds, for 20-some months. You got motherfucking Durkio, who's looking at a life sentence. And you got the baby, but he out though. I pray that, this shit don't keep happening like this. Dirty. Appreciate you, Dirty boy. You the motherfucking man, Dirty. I pray that this shit don't keep happening like this, bro. Y'all not understanding, like, that's them gut shots, man. That R. Kelly, the Bill Cosby, the bro. These are people that was supposed to go in history in this shit. And they getting took out one by one, man. Some fault. Some may not be their fault. But the problem is, man, they taking out millionaires left and right. It's only really one left, like people who can move shit, that's 50 Cent. That's why I suggest that 50 Cent quit doing all the jokes and quit playing with them people. And just be quiet, because they'll find a way to get your ass too. For real. Like 50 think everything is a joke. Like, man, just leave this shit alone. If you wasn't there, you wasn't there. Cause they'll fuck around and play with your ass too, man. It look like something is going wrong right now. Something is going wrong. Man, we need 7 more subscribers, man. 7 more subscribers. I appreciate it, y'all. If you're not subscribed to the page, 7 more subscribers, and also hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. Appreciate y'all subbing. Hey, yeah, man, like, it's some weird shit going on, but it's people's faults too. But it's just, I can't believe, like, you would, man, I got money like this, man. I'm not doing none of that. Bro, I'm getting away from this shit. That's the whole point about it, bro. Everybody can't go. You can't take care of everybody. I understand you in the gang. I understand all that politics and shit, man. I'm from the streets. But, man, like, when it comes to, like, you taking care of your family, them are your bills. Nobody gonna help you take care of your shit and your responsibilities. Like, that's your credit. That's your shit on the line. You know what I'm talking about? So, some people gotta let bygones be bygones too, man. Kobe Jack, what up, boy? Some people just gotta let bygones be bygones, my nigga, and like let go. You gotta let go sometimes. I know shit be hurting. Shit hurt these little guys to see good people that they love getting taken away. You know what I'm saying? I know the feeling. That's why I can't say the decision. I'm just saying the way it's done, dawg. Like, what are y'all doing, like, dawg? And the only way I figure that y'all could keep doing this shit is because y'all been doing it and getting away with it. Like, yeah, man, we can slide one in. Man, that shit don't work like that, man. Slide one in, man. Hey, this shit ain't working like that, bro. I done jumped in them cars, man, before, man. Y'all gotta understand this. I done been in them cars. Like, dawg, shit ain't working, man. For real. Like, hopefully, if anything, we'll see a great time of peace, although the chaos. I'm ready for it. People just need to start loving their neighbors, man, and their families again, man. Yeah, it's definitely that. It's definitely that. He say, we 25 away from 100, man. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Motherfucking me. I might just stay in here and talk with y'all. I ain't on shit. Just on nothing. Just talk with y'all. Yeah, man, like, dog, it just can't. We can't, dog, you got kids. Dog, this nigga got a badass girlfriend. She got money. You got beautiful kids. Like, you got money. Money ain't everything. But, nigga, you worked hard. What you work hard for? To go to jail? I worked hard to go to jail. I worked this hard to go to jail. Not for, like, man, nah, dog. I'm just not doing it. I understand there's certain type of ways we gotta move. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, get them likes up. Yeah, it's certain type of ways we got to move. We gotta move a certain type of way, bro. It's just not. And I get you got to take care of your people, man. You gotta take care of your people, man. I get it, you gotta take care of your people. But I don't wanna take care of my people like that. Like, I don't want you to pay you to do me a favor like that or something. That's some bullshit, fool. Like, bro, if I got that kind of money and I bring my guys with me, my nigga, I want you to do something legal. Nothing, yeah, we know what happened in the streets. We know what we face against. So I'm gonna put my people in position, like, to get them a business or something, bro. Go own this barbershop, bro. Like his brother, go get this trucking company. They don't gotta be rappers, you know? It's like this rap shit, that drill shit is fucking these niggas' heads up. Why nobody don't wanna ask Durk, man, if Durk trying to help them niggas out, man, give me a business. I don't wanna be no rapper. They wanna be rappers, cause they see the necklaces and shit and all that shit. Man, them boys had too much money, man. $120, $130 million, bro. These niggas, like, that's what me making these niggas get loose, though. I'ma ask this nigga, dog, fuck that cash. I don't want to be in a video you give me that money. Fuck that. You know, like OTM Jam. I don't want that. My nigga, give me one of these trucks. Give me one of these motherfucking restaurants or something. We gonna do something, nigga. Car washes or something. Laundry mats, nigga. Motherfucker don't realize how much money a laundromat make. Boy, them laundromats, you pick up money every day. Don't y'all realize that? Yeah, it's in quarters. Man, you pick up money every day at laundromats. My nigga, car washes and laundromat, things you put chains in every day, man, you gonna make some money off that. Man, I'm tell Durk, man, let me get a car wash or something, man. Let me get something. I don't want to be no rapper. But real. You know, I don't want to be no rapper, man. That shit's crazy. Like, we talking about, dog, they get back a motherfucker, man. They get back be a motherfucker, y'all. These motherfuckers really trying to get that shit back. Nah, we all make mistakes. Yeah, he made mistakes, but dog, sometimes, hey, mistakes is shit you can fix. You can't fix this, man. You can't mistake some. Well, I guess you can fix them sometimes. You can't fix this shit, dog. This shit is like you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Like red-handed, like. I mean, if they don't say nothing, but damn, we looking at still shots on the screen. Like, if they don't say nothing, we looking at still shots on the screen. Like, it's more. I just felt like, damn, I ain't finna show these ones. That shit there. I don't want the niggas to get, you know. But this shit old, though. Yeah, man. This, when they get you for two of them, yeah, a lot of people have faith. It's like with the Diddy. As long as shit keep coming up, Diddy is gonna keep being fried, being cooked and overcooked. They overcooking Diddy ass. I swear to God, they having Cajun Diddy. They got that boy blacking. They blacking old Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they got that nigga fried, man. Fried, they deep fried him and then put him in the oven. I'm like, dog, every day is something new. For real. Every day is something new on that Diddy shit, dog. Every day is making him look more guiltier and guiltier and guiltier. Oh, like, just saying. Country fried, man. I'm telling you, dog. Like, that nigga, like, it's something every single day. It's like, bro, I can't even keep up. I'm trying to blog about it. I'm like, damn, when I get to blogging about something, it's like, damn, they throw something else in the pot. I'm like, God dang, bro, listen, I would be scared as hell, dog, if I was that nigga. I'm scared if I'm both Durk, too. But, like, I think Diddy got some shit to where, like, they could really fuck you up, too, fool. Them goddamn human trafficking and shit, dog. That shit will get you fucked up, boy. Get you a motherfucking life sentence, nigga. Guaranteed life sentence, nigga. They say someone took a like back. Don't be a hater. That's cool. Dirty, we ain't even stunting on that, man. Just know, Dirty, they was here. Dirty, they was here, man, and they subscribed. Remember I asked for the 20, nigga? I asked for the 14 subscribers, nigga. We got us 20. Hey, they still there, Dirty. I'm looking at it. They still subscribe. Don't even trip. Thank y'all. Shit. But, yo, man, nigga gotta do something different with this. I ain't trying to be no rapper. That's the most dangerous job, man, there is. That nigga Chief Keef took off. When I mean took off, I mean left and don't even think about going back. Yeah, I miss my niggas. Yeah, I love my gang. But I want to live to spend this money, man, and get some more. You know? I want to live. What sense is it having money if you can't spend it? You're going to either be in jail or dead, and you know you got a red target on your back. And what's crazy about it, it show you that niggas really don't got enough money to really get you fucked off. Only a few niggas do. Because he been in California for how long and he ain't even got no problems. You get what I'm saying? Bring more eyes to JC. Yeah, he said, man, paying to get it. He said, trying my best, my brother, to not say the N-word. The N-word is a part of the problem. Yeah, it is. I gotta stop saying it too, man. It's bad. But when these motherfuckers act like niggas, that's some nigga shit, man. Like, that's some nigga shit. That's why this type of crimes, like, it's why they say we ignorant. You get what I'm saying? These type of crimes is like, hey, salute underboss. These type of crimes is why they say we ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's ignorant. It's an ignorant ass crime, man. Like, this shit ignorant, man. It's ignorant ass crime, man. Like, you gotta have more common sense than this. That's why it's gotta be like on some rush shit, man. It gotta be on some rush shit. That's the only excuse I can give you. You did some rushed ass shit. Man, let me get 13 more likes, man. Come on, y'all, man. Y'all know I don't like to beg, man. 13 more likes. It's 379 people, man. 296 now, man. Hit the like button, man, to get us to 100, man. Yeah, we gotta change the game, man. We gotta do something different than this shit right here, fool. Fuck a freestyle, fuck a Percocet, motherfucking rappers dying out these motherfucking fake drugs that they giving us that's coming from China. Like, shout out to all my Chinese people, but that, like, when did the Chinese and the Mexicans become friends? Hey, that's crazy, right? If y'all know what I'm saying, y'all know what I'm saying. When did the Chinese and the Rolo, good morning, bro. When did the Chinese and the Mexicans become friends? You got fentanyl mixed with cocaine, you know, and that, like, when did they become friends? You got one come from China, one coming through Mexico. How the fuck when did they become friends? See, y'all gotta pay attention to America, man. Pay attention to America, man. For real. Pay attention to America. When did the Chinese become friends with Mexico? Like, it's a lot of shit going on that they ain't talking about, man. And you got, how in the fuck is fentanyl in every drug now? Yeah, they blending it with every drug. They want to put it on, it's been even found on marijuana. They want to put it on weed. They want to put it in every pill form. My nigga, bro, like, crazy. Take down all the $1 million hip hop people. Like, shit looking weird. Like, it's deeper than, like, it's on some different type of shit. 2 more likes, man. Y'all gotta come on. Oh, there we go. Thank y'all. Man, that's it. Hey, yeah. But yeah, man, it's deeper than it. It's deeper than that. It's a lot of shit can talk about, but I just choose to not talk about that because them people, this shit dangerous talking about them drugs and shit like that. But yeah, when did the Chinese people become friends with the Spanish? And even if it ain't Mexico, even Colombia. Hey, we're gonna just say that the Colombians are Spanish, a type of Spanish too. So, like, it's still Spanish. Like, yeah. So either way it go, you know, some crazy shit going on right now, man. It's trying to kill us. I'm telling you, man. Like, it's just like, they don't, like, they already taxing. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, they just, I don't know, man. They already taxing the weed for you to even start a weed business, man. When I've been watching these YouTube videos about the people who start their weed companies and shit, man, they be saying the government be taxing them so much. Damn, why y'all gonna tax us then let them motherfucking put shit on the weed to kill us, though? I'm like, God damn, y'all already getting all that money off of it. Thank you, Dirty Man, for real. He said, love God, but if you a good person, I don't care what color you are. Jesus Christ grew up. Definitely, 80s, 90s, that's what happened. He said, man, hip-hop has been hijacked. It definitely has been hijacked. Hey, what's up, boy? Cole, I didn't even see your ass. Yeah, man. This shit been hijacked like a motherfucker, fool. We don't, man, you don't know what's going on with this shit now. This shit don't seem unreal. It's like all types of dumb shit going on, man. He said if the 19 didn't warm you, pay attention, man. I'm telling you, man, like, it's crazy. This shit ill, but this the shit like Cat Williams was saying this shit, dog. And it's like around election time. It's like the healthcare, like I even heard him say, dog, they just want to do away with the IRS. Just like, fuck it, let's just get rid of the IRS. What? Dog, do y'all even got the means to even do some shit like that? You know, maybe it might be good, but damn, just do away with the IRS. Man, y'all, what the fuck is going on? Man, this shit getting scary, y'all. Getting spooky than a motherfucker, y'all. Y'all don't see, man. It's getting spooky around this hole. Y'all better pay attention. He say back in 2015, the Chinese chemicals were mass producers of RC Research Chemicals, AK, persecutors and productive finishing chemical compound kilos of fentanyl was less than 500 on the dark web dream market. I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling y'all. When them hoes made dealings with the Mexico, like, and them Mexicans putting that blend in the shit, but they doing it to the heroin too. Look at Baltimore. Look it up, man, Baltimore, man, them boys, them junkies just sitting stuck. They done hit them people with that blend, man. It's a blend on everything. If you trying to be a hustler right now with them type of drugs where they can put that blend on it, man, you out of there. Trust me. You just wasting your time. You're going to fuck around and get caught with something that's a little bit worse than it is. Also, in my city, I'm from Texas, but in my city, Austin, they came out with a new law. Them people searched them people's phones on overdoses and shit and they die. Man, your number in there, man, and you are the local dealer, man, you get a M1 case. Man, that's crazy. These motherfuckers don't even know what they selling. El Chapo said he was going to release the Blue-Eyed Devil. I think the reason why this is happening is because El Chapo was locked up. Bro, we didn't have that shit, them type of problems when this man was out here. That man was going to put the purest product on the streets. He was going to put this shit becomes, when motherfuckers get greedy, it's a cut. What they using is put it in real drugs as a cut. That's all it is a cut to make more money for them to make more money. Being greedy. When El Chapo was out here, he was putting out the purest drugs. He didn't play these games like this. Nigga, he didn't play these games. This shit got to do with some government dealings or something, or some bullshit, dog. Like, he didn't play these type of games, bro. That nigga was going to get the purest shit. He wasn't going to play with it. If you was down, you was down. If you didn't, he would try to get you down. But if you didn't, he was going to, you know what he was going to do to you. But at the same time, man, El Chapo paid to play. He paid to play. He gonna pay you, like, first. If you don't take the money, hey, he gonna do what he gotta do to you. Yeah, they want to control what's being sold. Yeah, man, I'm telling y'all, dog, that is just some extra money that they making a whole bunch. It's not even needed, fool. It's not even needed, bro. And it's poisoning people, man. I look at that shit in Philly, the way them people look stuck and shit. I'm like, damn, just imagine you driving past a block and it look like the whole, you know how when you pause a video, it just stop and pause? That's how they city look. Them junkies was just stuck. I'm like, man, is this? I'm like, oh, man. Shit was wild. Like, definitely wild. Like, I say, man, this can't be like, even in my hood, like, y'all gotta understand in my hood, to me, the way that I see them people stuck on like the heroin mixed with the fentanyl and shit, that's how in my city they be stuck on the K2. So I'm just assuming, I don't know shit. I ain't sold drugs since over 20 years ago. I'm just assuming that K2, when I'm seeing them people in my neighborhood stuck on that shit, like the way they be stuck and just can't move the same way, I know that shit has got to be based with that. They cutting that shit with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Dog, I tell people, you're not snorting coke anymore, man. The best thing a person can do is test it. Dog, listen, man, they don't know nothing about that type of shit, man. Like, bro, it's not, that shit be cut. Everything is cut dirty. It's with something. Everybody gonna use their whip game. I call it a whip game to make some extra money. When we was, back 20 years ago, when we was cooking dope, it was water. We water whipping the dope. When the water makes the dope weigh a certain amount, but after it dries, when that dope fully dry, it's gonna weigh what you really put in the pot. See, it's a game that you lame, you know, you wouldn't know if you wasn't out there. It's some shit, you know. That was you got people who sell cane, cocaine bags. They put a little flex on it. I call it a little flex, like to make some extra. See, this what they doing, fool. They put a flex of poison up on it, man. Boy, he said niggas on K2 still shit, go to jail. Nigga, K2 is on paper now. It don't even come in the form. Man, he say they on K, man, I could drive y'all through my hood. That's why they be like, why don't you roll through what I'm gonna show y'all? What y'all want me to see? Cole, we been here. We can roll through 2-3 Main and Road to Rocky where I used to sell dope at. You gonna see they gonna be K2'd out. It was $1 million corner. Man, them drugs just turn shit around. You know what I'm saying? He said, I agree, dude. As long as there is a demand, there'll always be supply. I'm from the UK. Do you have the Vidal patches, or is there really strong? Well, man, listen, man, I don't even do none of that shit. Never even used them type of heavy drugs ever in life. I just sold them. But I'm saying, like, this shit is the new wave shit, bro. We didn't have to have them worries of you doing something, chopping it down, and serving it to somebody, and you poisoning them to death. You know what I'm saying? Let's touch 150 likes, definitely, Cole. Like, we didn't have to deal with that, man. You didn't have to deal with a motherfucker smoking some shit and get poisoned, like, and die. Like, they might have an overdose or something, snorting a line or shooting them something. But nigga, yeah, that's on that pure, and not just out getting poisoned, man. It wasn't like that, dog. No point in testing everything. Cut. Now we talking about testing it the way that the Colombians tested. It's a different type of. Go watch Cocaine Cowboys and shit like that. You see the way they tested the cocaine and shit. It's a tester. You can test the purity of it. You gotta know what you gotta be. You gotta know like people don't. Nobody does that except the Colombians, man. Like, and probably Mexicans. You know, it's a tester, man. You can test the purity after they make it. That's why normally the Colombians people is the ones that can do it, because it's after you make it, you can test the purity of it. Like, nigga, nobody doing that shit now, man. Not no regular street people. Man, just nigga getting the shit, trying to get it out. Shit, like the new no gang is slanging cars and getting them graded, nigga. I'm telling you, man. Like it's that dope game shit. That shit over with, man. Cause dog, listen, you could think you got some cocaine and then you got some cocaine lace fitting out. Now you in deep doo doo. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I'm good. You in deep doo doo now. You thought you was in some doo doo then. Now you in deep doo doo. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Now you in deep doo doo. You thought you was just, oh man, it's just a little regular case. Man, that little extra shit that they tested, man, put so much on your boy. That nigga Daddy say, when you put the water on that shit, you gonna see how much garbage in there. I'm telling you. Hey, that nigga Dirty don't, hey, a whole heap of trouble. See, that nigga Lakeside Cove, no. Just that look, like you think it's a dope case, you could go to state jail for some bullshit or for a little dope case, cocaine case, but when they put that other F on the end of that Fetty Wap on the end of that shit, man, that shit turned into some different shit in my city. Like, it turned into some whole different shit. So just imagine what it's gonna be if you got a zone, like an ounce of coke, and it's laced with fentanyl. Man, nigga, you out of there, nigga. Out of there, nigga. Out of there. But once you put that shit in the pot, you gonna see all that trash on the top. That shit gonna float to the top of the water, and you gonna already know you gonna lose grams like a motherfucker. Cause I'm telling you, man, all that shit is cut. Ain't nothing the way it used to be, fool. Nothing. That's why it ain't worth that. It ain't worth you the time, the price. The man, it used to be, man, a nigga could sell work and make 3 times what he's like. Nigga, ain't none of that going on. Ain't none of that going on, nigga. That shit got too many minuses on that shit. Too many, like, ain't nothing to plus about selling that shit, man. It said, y'all put anything up, you know. I'm telling y'all, man, nigga, them heavy drugs. But see, you gotta understand, in the UK and shit, that's probably where they got all the good shit at. That's where the good X pills is, the real ones. The good M, you know, the good M letter, if y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Like, that's where the good shit is. They ain't going through this shit what we going through. There's some America shit that they choosing to take out Americans with that shit. For real. I'm telling you, dog, nigga gonna be in trouble, dirty. Nigga gonna be in trouble with that Fetty Wap on the end of that shit. It changed the whole thing. Where, like, man, you might not, boy, you might not even get up out of there. For real. You might not even get up out of there. Because them people look at that shit like a little dust. It's that dangerous. Hey, they look at that Fetty Wap like it's anthrax. They look like it's airborne. You can't touch it. It can't be around you, or you go. Hey, that's how they treat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's anthrax, nigga. Like. Hey, for real, like, they treat that shit like it's anthrax, like a motherfucker or something, nigga. They like, you can't be in a room with it. It will make you stop, drop, and roll. I swear. Them all treat that shit like, nigga, it changed the whole division. You get caught with some anthrax right now, nigga, your bitch ass gonna be located in the nearest FBI agency, nigga. For real. Like, nah, nigga. Fuck selling drugs, man. Go to work, man. Fuck that. Go to college, bro. Fuck all that shit. Go to work, man. There's nothing wrong with going to work, man. Being productive, man. Taking care of your loved ones, man. Cause I promise you, when you in that cell, man, it's gonna be like you don't even exist no more to people. It's gonna be like you don't even exist. This shit crazy. It's fucked up as the hell. People die and want some of the shit. Hey, that's what's crazy. Yeah, what's crazy is look, we looking at the shit as a cut, dirty. It like a cut, like a blend. You know what I mean? Dirty, a blend, like a blend. Something you cut your real drugs with. It's people that sell this shit like just pure, just sell it. Like gram for gram, like 20 for 20. Like they don't blend it with nothing. They just selling Fetty Wap. You know what I'm saying? Like they just dry selling Fetty Wap, man. Like for real, like my nigga. Smoke your weed and go to work, man. Work your job, bro. Listen, man. Go to work. Work hard as you can, man. They got some extra hours, man. Take them hoes. Fuck being out here, man. Fuck doing dumb shit, man. Like, cause I'm telling you, man. Listen, man. I always felt like I was gonna be the person to something accidentally happened to a nigga. You know where you gotta accidentally kill a nigga and then you get some whole bunch of time and shit. It's crazy. I always felt like that where you accidentally have to unalive a nigga for like you catch a nigga breaking in your car or something, and with the background I got, nigga still end up in jail or some shit like that. That's why I chill at home, fool. I always had them dreams and shit like that, fool. Like, nigga, I'll be the nigga that accidentally just fuck off my life. Not even really want to, just have to do something. And with the background you got, nigga, it don't count for you. If y'all understand what I'm saying. I seen on TV, white dude in Ohio spent $3,500 and ordered some shit from China and made like $100K till they kicked in his door and sent him to jail for life. Hey, that mail boy, that dark web. Yeah, man, that dark web is a whole nother level, man. They on some bullshit with that dark web shit. Like, they on some shit. Like, they got, them charges don't pertain to bro. He said to bro Durk. Yeah, it don't pertain to bro. They said but that's his name. He ain't been charged. It's not no indictment. But it's on some paperwork, though. Because this is it right here. Give him time. Let him cook, dog. This shit just happened. That's why I told y'all I'm going to give it time. They going to straighten out all this paperwork the right way. This is the fast way they putting it out. And they also said it's a 24-page one, too, that you got to pay for. You know what I'm saying? They say it's a 24-page one. I got the 18-page one. I think it's 18 or 19 pages. So I don't know if it's on the 24 one. I don't know. Shit. Hey, listen. That's his name right there in the text messages, man. Did you talk to Durk? Is he gonna pay us? Are they acting like they don't want to pay? What you mean they don't want to pay? Something he said, make sure you stand on business when he come down. He said we gonna talk to him on the 17th when he come down here. Make sure you stand on business. It's right there, y'all. You know. It's right there in your face, man. Even if that's just, so what you gonna say, man? People just talk like this, man. People just text like this. I mean, I'm talking about Lil Durk. What he gonna say, man? What do you mean? People just, it ain't, it's gonna be hard for you to explain this right here. Because it's hard for whoever texting this shit to each other to explain the shit. You know? For real. Like, it's hard for the people to explain. It's going to be hard for you to explain this, man. Appreciate you, man. Salute, man. Have you a wonderful day and night, man. I'm finna roll up out of here, too, man. This been an excellent stream, man, again, y'all. I appreciate y'all was dangerous on that like button today. We at 125, man. 400 people still in here, man. Y'all want me to keep talking. But no, man, I can't keep talking, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe, man. We going in, roll to 5K, man. Share it out, man. Share it. But I'm out of here, man. I'm gone, y'all.